Good morning, everybody. Happy August the 25th on this cool Monday morning, at least where I'm at in South Carolina. I hope everybody is doing well this morning. Before we get started, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and light the candle here. Little light. The wick is actually kind of messing up a little bit. I think it's gotten a little ways down in here is probably the challenge. And I don't have my... As soon as I get done with this video, I'm going to go out to my vehicle and get my other lighter that gets down a lot further into the wick. Be able to do that to get to it a little better. Been meaning to get it out of my car, y'all. I keep putting it off or forgetting about it. I think I just keep forgetting about it, to be honest. I'm gonna try just another time or two. If it don't work, y'all, we are gonna be candleless today. Come on, almost had it lit, but the flame blowing back on my finger and kind of getting my finger a little bit. So I don't want to try to avoid that if I can. I don't want to get burned here. If I can avoid it. Yeah, we're gonna be no candle today, y'all. Sorry about that. I'm gonna set it over here, that way I know. I set it over here on my laptop, that way I know to go out to the car and get my other lighter. So I want to welcome everybody officially to the Daily Reader podcast on the Tony's Journey YouTube channel, where we read from a daily reader or a devotional, and we learn tools and principles, including but not limited to prayer, meditation, and breath work that help us to stay more present and to live better lives. We meet on here Tuesday through Thursdays at 7 a.m. and Friday through Mondays at 10:30 a.m. and that's Eastern time, y'all. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to this channel for content and podcast episodes. If you're drinking anything this morning, cheers. Alright, so go ahead and find a stopping point in whatever you're doing this morning. Just where you can go ahead and get ready to do your self-care. I'm off today. I'm on a water fast. I do a water fast once a week for 24 hours, so I haven't had anything to eat since last night, about 7 o'clock last night. Last thing I had, and it'll be tonight, probably around 6 before I get something else. So usually a 23-hour water fast, because it's tough to do the 24 just because of a meeting I have tonight. We meet every other Monday night. A men's group that I'm involved with out of Greenville. We meet in Greenville, downtown Greenville. So yeah, just make sure you're somewhere safe, not driving down the road. I'll give you about another minute to get there, in case you need to find a place to pull over or whatnot. I know I love playing with my projector with all the lights and stuff on this thing. thing is so cool, y'all. I bought it for 20 bucks on Amazon. Learned about it in my meditation instructor class that I took a while back. All right. So go ahead and get started with the relaxation portion. So go ahead, if you're comfortable doing so. You can go ahead and close your eyes. And just focus on the breath this morning. Just breathe it in your nose, out your mouth. Excuse me, y'all. Now you want to avoid mouth breathing if at all possible. Mouth breathing activates the fight or flight part of the nervous system, and we don't want that. We want the rest, digest, and relaxation portion of the nervous system to be activated. That's why we breathe. You either want to breathe in the nose and out the nose, or in the nose and out the mouth. I believe God made us to breathe in the nose and out the mouth. That's mostly what I focus on. But I do have to do mouth breathing from time to time, like if my nose is really stopped up. And that's understandable, right? If you have to do it, do it. But you want to get out of that mouth breathing as soon as possible and get back to it. Breathing in the nose. Just focus on the breath, how it feels. Temperature of breath coming in your nose. Just notice all that sensation. And you want to breathe it in so your belly expands, not your chest. I like to put my hand on my stomach so I can feel the breath coming in. I mean, a little bit of chest, but mostly the stomach needs to be the focus. Continue breathing. Yeah, the nervous system has two parts, y'all, the parasympathetic nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system. I always get mixed up, but one of them is rest and relaxation, digestion. The other one is fight or flight, freeze and fawn. So we want to get the body into the now, out of any kind of trauma response that you might be in. Out of those four. If you're in any of them, you may not be in any of them, but if you're not, that's great. Continue breathing. Just get present. Allow the body to fully let go and surrender to this moment. Unless you're in some kind of danger, that is, there might be some kind of action you need to take. But other than that, nothing to be worried about. Nothing to do right now, but just focus on this moment for this self-care. And process of awareness that we have together. Just allow your body to get more and more, with every breath you take, just allow your body to get more and more relaxed. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do one more breath. Then we'll do the short version of the Serenity Prayer today on this last breath. Breathe it in deep as you can through your nose. And on the exhale, let it out audibly. Just to release any tension that you might still be holding on to, either consciously or unconsciously. And prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Okay, you're going to open your eyes whenever you're ready. And 25th. Reader. I grew up in an attic home where I felt no one was caring for me, so I decided I had to do so myself. Soon my vision became short-sighted. I took all of my energy just to protect myself or figure out the bare necessities I needed to survive. I felt confused and overwhelmed by my environment, so I limited my awareness. In Al-Anon, I'm learning to look all around me, not just right in front of me. My first experience was widening my awareness. With widening my awareness occurred in meetings. I took the risk to look at the people around me and listen to them. My reward was a bond with others who understood me, accepted me, and wanted to help me. In the course of attending just one meeting, I finally knew I was not alone. Later, I began to see how the traditions encouraged me to look around myself. Tradition 1 taught me that I am not the only one seeking recovery, because all of us attend meetings for the same purpose. The fulfillment of that purpose depends on choosing what is best for the whole, not just what is best for me. This was my second experience with wider awareness. My growth benefits from the growth of others. My third experience with wider vision followed naturally in the form of step 12, especially the part about carrying the message to others. Here I was encouraged to look around me with the intent of bringing the healthy light of Al-Anon to others who are still suffering. My gift for doing so was the affirmation that I am a worthwhile person who is capable of sharing experience, strength, and hope with others. Thought for the day: what recovery gifts might await me if I widen my circle of awareness just a bit? I kept going to meetings, and gradually my perspective changed. And that's from the book Alcoholism, the Family Disease, page number 12. Yeah, this really spoke to me, y'all. A lot. Really triggered some emotion, some sadness. Lived with my mom and an alcoholic stepdad for about 3 years, and I really shouldn't have dealt with that at a young age when I was there between the ages of 13 and 15. But my vision did become short-sighted, and exactly what it said here, took all my energy just to protect myself and figure out the bare necessities I needed to survive. And that's really what it felt like, y'all. It really felt like really tight in my chest, tight in my throat. I was having panic attacks, anxiety, living in fight or flight. Like we talk about, the nervous system's not healthy, y'all, and I stayed in that for, God, a couple years, pretty much every day. My nervous system was wrecked, put in fight or flight due to living in that environment. You'll give me a second. Yeah, it was really challenging. Because my stepdad at the time, he was drunk 6 out of 7 days a week. I take that back. I did have 1 day a week where I could relax, and he didn't drink, which was on Sundays. But other than that, he was drunk, raging alcoholic, and I had to live in that. And it just wasn't. It's not what a kid should have to ever live with or endure. Anybody really, kid or adult, shouldn't ever have to endure and live with that kind of crap. But I did, y'all, and it's something I'm still healing from to this day. And I'm 41 years old, y'all. So it goes to show you how family dysfunction can really affect you as a kid. But the 12 steps, y'all, have been a lifesaver for me. To really help me deal with it. To also really help me deal with my current experiences, my current reality. And really live in peace. I live in peace and serenity, y'all, most of the time. Appreciate you joining. Those of y'all just came on here. So yeah, I love that, and it's all because of the 12 steps that I'm able to do that, and God, right? God through the power of the 12 steps, as well. So it's all about awareness, having that awareness too, and also choices, choosing. I can choose to let some of that stuff affect me, and I can have that awareness, and I can also choose not to let it affect me, right? That's a choice. However, I do believe that as a kid, age 18, or excuse me, until I'm 18, all that stuff really wasn't a choice, and it just affected me, right? But after we're grown, we have to take responsibility, and that includes our actions today, even if they're coming from our past experiences. So it's up to me to choose my actions today, or not choose my actions today, based on the current awareness that I have of my past trauma, how it affects me, and what it causes me, or what I should say is, that was it, y'all. I'm not going to add to that. I think that was plenty enough to explain what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's really good to be able to go out in nature, to be able to do things, to work out, to have a job and work that I absolutely love to do. Uh, the driver, been driving for 21 years now. Uh, so it's a blessing, y'all, to be able to have that as well. But also to be able to expand my awareness, from the past childhood, just focusing on survival, to focus on actually living my life, enjoying life, uh, as much as I can anyway. Right? Not I don't know if all of life is enjoyable. I don't think all of it is, but a lot of times it's quite painful. But to be able to live in peace and serenity, regardless of all that, right, is very, very powerful. So, all right, y'all. Well, going to go ahead and wrap it up for today, y'all. As always, if y'all have any comments, questions, and suggestions, leave them below in the comments. I welcome everything. This podcast is yours as much as it is mine. So, love your shares, love your comments, questions, suggestions. I'll do my best to answer them. If I can't, I'll promise to get you an answer. And go out there, make it a great day. Enjoy yourself, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. As always, y'all, peace and love.